Welcome back to Bonjour Sports Talk. Madeline Burke, Amani Toomer, and Reed Fowler on this beautiful Thursday, New York City. We just got done speaking to someone who's changing the game in the sport of baseball. Well, there's also other things changing in the sport of tennis or racket sports, one being pickleball, which is just sweeping across the nation. And we here at Prime Video and Amazon have a partnership with the Professional Pickleball Association. And we want to welcome in our next guest, Lithuanian pro pickleball star Lina Padegimaite is joining us from Atlanta, where the PPA Atlanta Open just got underway about an hour ago. You can watch it exclusively on Prime Video. Lina, welcome to the show. How's it going so far?
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I just got into Atlanta last night, and I'm going to compete in about 2.5 hours.
Oh my God. Wow. So we'll try and make this nice and quick because you got to compete. So we appreciate you joining us. You came over to the States when you were 18 years old, and you went to University of Texas. First off, hook 'em. Second off, how was it moving to another country at that young an age by yourself?
I think it was a huge change of pace for me. So yes, I was 18 when I moved to Austin. I played tennis for the University of Texas at Austin. I was at the time the only international player on the team. So it's just a lot to adjust to the whole culture, and I was really bad at small talk and cultural references because even though my English was really good, I just wasn't like submerged in the pop culture. But, I think just through having like a common goal and a common activity, I was able to make friends really easily because, at the end of the day, I was there to really compete at the highest levels for tennis and get the best out of my education.
So is pickleball a thing in Lithuania? Are you involved in trying to help Lithuania bring pickleball to Lithuania, or is it already there?
Yeah, so actually we established Lithuania's Pickleball Federation last year, which was really cool. And now we're trying to grow the sport. So last year when I went home over the summer break, I did the first intro to pickleball kind of big clinic in my hometown, Kaunas, Lithuania. And I'm coming back this summer, hoping to do some more of the events. And we're just kind of growing the sports from the grounds up. We still don't have the equipment, you can't purchase paddles or balls at the stores, but we're just trying to ship some different equipment from abroad.
Lina, as the sport of pickleball is really becoming such a hot new wave all over the world, and especially in the United States, I'm always interested in the origin stories, right? And yours is particularly interesting. You discovered this sport in 2020 during the pandemic while you were pregnant, ended up, training during your son's nap time. How do you balance being a mom and a pro pickleball player?
Balance is a tough word. I feel like there really is no balance sometimes. I got into pickleball. It was kind of random, March 2020. This place where I used to play table tennis shut down on Sundays. My friend invited me to play pickleball. I kind of played it just on Sundays for a little bit. I was still working full time as a physical therapist. And then my son was born in September 2020, and I just started coming out to the courts over nap times. My friends kept bugging me to come play, and I was like, well, the only time I'm playing is when he's sleeping, right? I'm definitely not paying a nanny to play this sport. And that's kind of how it happened. And then I found a really competitive, motivated group of women. Christina Dorman was the head of this group, and she would always organize an extra player, like the 5th or the 9th player, because you need either, even numbers to play pickleball. So one would sit out a set and just kind of keep an eye on my son. And that was an amazing kind of like community to be in, like as a young mother. And I just found that adrenaline in competing again and just wanted to take it further.
Lina, your son is your biggest fan, and happy belated Mother's Day, first off.
Thank you.
And your son's your biggest fan. Does he know how good you are?
I don't think my son knows how good I am just yet. He's 2.5 and he's really energetic and he knows what pickleball is. And anytime I leave in the mornings and I leave him with, a nanny or somebody else, or if he goes to daycare, he asks me like, Mommy, are you going to go to work out, or Mommy, are you going to go play pickleball? And then when I pick him up from daycare or somewhere, he always asks me like, Mom, did you play pickleball? Like he just knows that it's like a common vocabulary word at this point. So it's just kind of funny. And then whenever he plays with like little cards and stuff, and I ask him like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to the courts. That's the only answer. He's always going to the courts.
So, Lina, you have a doctorate in physical therapy, and I know how athletes are. They always try to get like a little information, and sometimes they try to get it for free. So, do any of your competitors just come to you and say, my shoulder's hurting. What exercises should I do? Get a little free physical therapy just by proximity of knowing you.
Yeah, that's funny you mentioned that because it happens all the time. A lot of players and friends just come to me and say, hey, like my wrist is hurting. What do you think I should do? Hey, like this is bugging me. What do you think I should do? And my first answer is like, we need a really good exam so I can either take a look at it or I refer them out maybe to the clinic where I used to work at if I don't have time. And that's been working really well. I really don't like giving like shitty general advice without actually like inspecting something.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, I'm so curious too. Does your background in sports medicine help you train? I mean, as a professional athlete, you need to take care of your body and make sure you're keeping track of it. But does that background help?
I think it really does because I just have this bigger picture in mind of, addressing the kind of the stability and like injury prevention stuff, because it's easy to overtrain on the courts and just kind of run down your body. But I try to prioritize stuff off the court too, like Pilates and recovery stuff and stretching and, just anything that can boost performance on the court and just keep me healthy. Because I know at the end of the day, you're only relevant in the sports when you're healthy. Once you're injured, you're not relevant anymore, unfortunately.
Lina, college sports we know is much bigger on the team aspect than the individual, and you're very big on the team wins. You mentioned it quite a bit, that those are a little more fulfilling than your individual wins. What do you love about your team, the Fives? And then it's also interesting how that name came to be.
So I played for the Fives last year, the MLP team, and it's just amazing to be part of something bigger. Gary Vee did a really good job of involving us in the Be Friends community and having the fans out there and kind of following us through the social media and building stories behind us. And I think at the end of the day, it's just about building the kindness and the support in the group. And I just love that within the team, you always like celebrate. I feel like there's always somebody to celebrate with and, share the experiences, because when you're just doing it on your own, it's a little bit more isolated for sure. So I love that team environment for that.
Yeah, Lina, we've been talking all week to different pickleball players, and they always talk about how it's not only is a physical, it's hard physically, but also emotionally. And how do you pickleball players maintain the mental aspect of playing pickleball and with the emotional health that you need to have to be able to compete at a high level?
That's a great question. The first thing that came to mind is you go to kickbox class and just get your anger out. No, I'm kidding. But, I think a lot of us have a lot of big emotions and different ways to deal with it. To me, like any kind of exercise is my stress relief. But also just having a good friend support and like a community of support. I've built some really good friendships within the pickleball community. So I tend to call my friends and talk to them about my feelings, and I think that's absolutely normal, and not bottle them in. And when the good days are really good, then you're just wanting to celebrate and like share your good times with other people. And then when you have some losses or tough losses and just kind of you're doubting yourself, you always call the same people and they just lift you up. And you just keep going, because at the end of the day, it's sports. You're going to lose, you're going to win, you got to keep going.
Absolutely. It's important to take care of both your physical and your mental health as you take on the world of professional sports and all the demanding things. I mean, hey, look at you right now, just over 2 hours away from being on the court, and you're doing media with us, talking to us on this show. What are you looking forward to this weekend in Atlanta?
I think just competing at a really high level. This is a major tournament, so all of us are really here. Large draws, really good competition, amazing venue. Have really good partnerships. I'm partnering with Susanna Barr in women's doubles, Rafa Hewitt in mixed doubles, and playing singles today. To me, it's just all about growth and improvement and just kind of seeing progress from, 1 week to another.
All right, Lina Padegimaite, thank you so much. The PPA Atlanta Open is underway. You can watch it exclusively on Prime Video. Good luck. You have 3 extra fans here cheering you on. We're going to hope that everything comes your way. Good luck, and we're so excited to be partnering with you guys. So have fun out there.
Thank you. Amazing partnership. Thank you guys so much.
All
Thank you
Lina,
so much,
thank you.
Lina. Good
Thanks,
luck
Lina.
today. I love the fact that she's like, I got to be there in 2.5
hours.
Stop by here first.
Yeah, just like she was so composed. It's like if I'm doing a pre-game interview, I'm like locked into the game. Like next question, but she was so nice and gracious to come join us.
Yeah, she is. I mean, two hours before a game, I'm not talking to anybody.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Headphones on, you're ready to go.
But Amani, we need you to talk more because we got more show. Don't stop talking, Amani. We need you to talk more right here on Prime Video. You can also listen to us on AMP Radio. That's Madeline Burke, Amani Toomer, Reed Fowler on Bonjour Sports Talk.